Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 112, Thanksgiving TA edition. Now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Hi Benny, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Sorry I wasn't able to come the last couple days. I did have my real life boss in town, and I had to go with him to see some clients. And it was like dinner engagements, and then after that, a couple of drinks for sales. And things just carried on until late both of the nights, and it was a bit hard to get here and still do a stream in good conditions, or at least try to do the technicals in good enough condition to where stuff was not missing. And it would have been extremely irresponsible of my part if I would have done that. Anyways, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us, once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. So what is happening with the world of crypto, guys? I mean, lots of stuff going on, right? We had some nice rallies. We had some a little bit of a slump again coming in. We'll talk about that in this stream, and I hope it's really of your liking, because I think some nice stuff is happening. Now, let's look at total market cap on the daily, right? So what's happening with total market cap? We have money flowing in the past 4 days or so, right? With yesterday just being red, this day just starting today. So getting dominance 2 days ago, 4.40%. Right now, yesterday losing 0.98 from an opening of 198.77 billion, closing at 196.85 billion. Right now, market seems to be trying to move up again, 0.48%, sitting at 197.81 billion, or a 1.09 billion increase from yesterday. So I think it's pretty good. Now, guys, there is something off. I can't see the chat on my OBS. I do know that you guys are chatting. I do have you here. I know Benny said Happy Thanksgiving. That's how I knew it. But I am keeping track of my chats on the cell phones. Make sure everything is good. And I do have a copy running of the chat again on another side window that I have here. So, yeah. There's not going to be any news today, guys. Just the TA version of the stream. Quick and dirty. Trying to see how some stuff happening with my phone. Anyways, we'll probably get through this. I'm not going to rush it, but I do want to do a nice, good coverage of the stream. So we're going to take our time. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask them. And if you have other coins that you want for us to look at, then you can also throw them in the chat and we'll check them out. So what's happening with the dominance of Bitcoin? Bitcoin dominance increasing 2 days ago, right? 0.77%. Right now, yesterday losing dominance, 0.16. For an opening of 69.09, closing at 69.02. Or yeah, today moving down still, 0.04. Sitting at 68.99 of total market cap. Again, Bitcoin still dominating, even though we know it's probably a little bit more than what it states there, right? Because of liquidity, of how much usage your coin is getting, etc. So before we actually go into Bitcoin, I do want to talk about this website that we had opened the other day, which is Coin Fair Value, which is supposed to state the real value of the coins, and that it's based on basically what the market has done, how much liquidity they have, etc. So again, according to this, Ripple is highly undervalued. Ripple should be worth $1.30. Right now it's worth 22 cents. So again, it has a huge upside. Bitcoin is apparently overvalued. Ethereum it's undervalued. And what else? Stellar is undervalued as well. And Binance undervalued heavily. Right? You can see here I guess it's 46% undervalued or something like that. Yeah, but heavily undervalued coins, guys. So again, meaning that the market should go up, and once we should reach the real price at some point in time. Anyways, I do believe it's an interesting website. That's about it regarding that website. Anyways, let's go on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at $7,483 and 67 cents. Now, what is happening with Bitcoin on the daily? Well, not much. We're still making negative momentum, but less of it. We had created bullish divergence, right? This is 188.11. This is 235. So obviously, going in. You know, on the daily, we said when those things happen, it takes a bit to play out. So again, price action to the upside. We're getting it right now. Right now, I think we're gonna stop it though on the shorter term. Although we can keep on running on the longer term. And if you look at this, we kind of run almost to that 7,427. Then we reject it. Then we try to run again. We hit some resistance around again the 7,427. We'll see that on the hour. And then we run to almost to the top part of the downsloping channel, like we said. Then we ended up closing at the 7,531. And we try to run again, rejected lower prices, but close still within this range, right? The 7,429. So we just run this range. Right now we're trying to move to the upside again. We'll see what is going on and why is there a potential that the market still goes down a little bit more. Once we get to the shorter time frames. Now we're sitting sold on the RSI still at 38.80. Again, all this happening gives us room for this to run to the upside. Now, I have not traced it here on the RSI, but we do have it to here. Right. So we have bullish divergence also on the RSI on the daily. So let's go into the 4 hours with Bitcoin and see what is going on right now. I'm not worried about movements to the upside. I'm more worried about movements to the downside, because there is a potential, and we'll see that in a second. Now this should just show on the 1 hour. So let me move this here and move this here, and that's fine. That'll be it. There we go. Sorry, man. Did I put this one? This should be on the 1 hour. There we go. We'll talk about this move in a second. Didn't go there. There we go. 1-1. Okay. Awesome. So what is happening here? Higher high, right? More positive momentum. But right now on the 4 hours, you're making a higher high than your previous high, right? So we'll take it from this one to this one, right? And you'll see that we're making a lower high here on the MACD histogram, again creating bearish divergence, which has the potential to move to the downside, right? And we got this candle developing. Right now we're trying to bounce again, but I'm not sure if that's going to be very strong. I'm not sure we have the potential to rally at high. We don't have that divergence here on the MACD histogram. Sorry, on the RSI, just on the MACD histogram. Now, where are we sitting at on the RSI? Well, we're neutral at 55.39. Again, that is pretty sweet. We're neutral. We can still run to the upside. We're not over, or we're not bought. We're definitely not overbought. So if there's room to run to the upside, that is good. Now, but there's also more room to run to the downside, and divergence might have not still finished playing out. So we're gonna go into the 1 hour. If you move to the downside, right, chances that you break below this channel, right? This support, the 7,429. If you break that, then you'll probably head to the 20 MA, and if you break that, then probably down here again. Maybe try to bounce around this area. You have manufacturer a little bit of support, right? Even here, right, with this spike here. So again, there's areas where you can try to rest up on the way down. If you were to go to the upside, then you probably try to break this upper part. Sorry, the lower part of the smaller downsloping channel, then the larger part of the major downsloping channel that we're in. And if you break that, then you have the mid part of the smaller downsloping channel, and then the top part, right? Again, that's to the upside. To the downside, we already talked about as well. So guys, be careful with the market. It's still a little bit uncertain, not very clear as to what it might do. So we're gonna go into the 1 hour, and we're gonna take it from there. Now, I want to show you guys something that's interesting, because we said that we pump with divergence, right? And look, sorry, this is probably coming from the 4 hour again. I had already removed all. Sorry, this is from the daily. We traced this on the daily. I already removed this stuff a couple times, and I had cleared the charts, but apparently for some reason they just don't want to play ball. Now, okay, cool. So we had this, right? We went lower, right? But if we go from here, right, this would be negative 42.31, negative 42.31, and this low would be negative 43.72. So again, much lower than the previous low, right? More negative momentum building up, higher, a little little bit higher on the RSI. So let's see, this was at 21.63 and this was at 16.95. So this is going lower, this is going lower. We didn't create that bullish divergence that we need for this to pump. Not here and not on any of the other charts I already checked. So again, we ended up pumping, right? You can call it a reaction rally, a bounce, right? Whatever. We went higher, that's fine. To this point, I kept on tracking the market even though I wasn't here. I wasn't able to report it very much. Right, so from here to here we're going in, right? And from here to here you're going higher, right? So again, from this point to this point, you're creating hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. You are in a major downtrend. Of course, you started to move to the downside, but again, it was just congruent with the fact that you were flagging, right? So again, you started to create this flag. Impulse up, downslope consolidation is usually a bull flag. You kind of broke to the downside, but it was a fake breakout of sorts. And then you started to pump to the upside again, right? And it was a very nice pump. Now, I do have all this stuff, man. I'll show you why I traced it. Now, the way you would measure it would be from the pole to the top of the flag, right? So to there. You guys can see it better now. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Then you would take it from your breakout area, right? So that movement should have at least set us at 7,941. But if you check that move and you place it to where we actually move from the bottom to the top, at some point in time we hit this almost spot on a measure move. But again, you don't take measure moves from here, you take them from here, right? From where you break out. This wasn't a breakout. You weren't making a flag, a downsloping following wedge or anything like that. It's a downsloping channel that you broke out of. Again, you take a measure of that, you put it where you break out, you get that move. Again, it's almost a measure move of this same strength, right? But again, we do have some data here that's positive. It's very minute. It's like 2-3 small bars. I choose to ignore them because it wasn't a major high. It was a lower high, but again, it was also lower than this high. So again, all this island to this island, right? You're creating bearish divergence, right? You're going higher on your price, but lower on your MACD histogram. And you don't have it on your RSI because you're actually going higher on your RSI. So again, what is happening now? Why is it moving to the downside? Well, again, if we take this measure, you can take it from the pole to here, right? And then you expect to see that breakout. Again, you're not getting it. Why? Because you try to go higher, but look at where you were at on your positive momentum. You were like to this high, which is the highest, or this high, which is actually the highest. You're here, man. You're not creating any positive momentum. It was very, very small positive momentum that was built. You were creating, if anything, just bearish divergence again, right? Strong bearish divergence. And unlike the last time you created it in this frame, right? Here you have it against the MACD and the RSI. So you have it against both. Trying to see what's going to happen here with the music, but apparently it stopped and I don't know what to do, man. Oh, there we go. So we'll refresh this. For some reason, Spotify kind of stopped its tracks. And we'll go with this one now. Awesome. There we go. Go ahead and shuffle. All right, cool. So you have this divergence, right? It's bullish. Sorry, it's bearish. You have it on both of the oscillators. So you start to move to the downside again. Look where you bounce more or less, right? Within almost broken back into this channel, then you bounce back off. Again, this would be a valid breakout of the channel for me, right? You're contracting a little bit on the Bollinger Bands, right? You're sitting below at 20 MA right now. Again, Bitcoin is still below the 20 MA on the overall market. So again, I'm not 100% confident on Bitcoin and the pumps being strong. Again, yes, these were an $800 move. This was almost an $800 move. So we would have taken advantage of those. Would you have made cash? Yeah, for sure, man. But again, for me, it was an area of risk still. I wasn't really willing to put my money there yet. And like I said, I'm a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin until it gets above that 200 MA, sorry. On the daily, the 200 simple moving average. Anyways, that's it for Bitcoin. We just moved down. Right now, we're moving lower, and we're making more negative momentum, and also lower on the RSI, again, creating nothing, right? Just going with the market. So again, It's just a regular market move again. Nothing here yet that would create divergence except for this one that we have. So potentially this one still has not finished playing out. We'll see in the next couple of hours how this keeps on developing. You can try to run up again. Remember, guys, like here we got really close to at 7,400, right? Look, then we came back here. We tried to run up again. We almost got really close to at 7,429 again. Then we try to run to the upside, right? Here we were facing resistance on the 1 hour. We kind of rejected it for a little bit. Then we moved up again. Then we were facing resistance here, so we closed it within this candle. Then we actually broke up on the next candle. Then we came back, touched this upper part again. And then we rejected it. We tried to run up again today. Touched it again. Touched it a couple times. We're not able to break back into this old channel, right? We're really seeing it as a resistance line. And again, we just broke down because of that, right? We're weak. Trying to get a little bit more strength before we run again. If this runs, I mean, I'm not sure if I want to consider this a very valid island. It's very small positive. But again, if you get a higher pump, right, than this high, and you make more positive momentum, and then I'll probably consider it like that as well. Just like I chose to ignore it here, I'll choose to ignore it here as well. But that'll just be my way of seeing these. Anyways, that's it for Bitcoin. Let's go on to Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum on the daily? Well, yesterday Ethereum losing dominance 0.18%. Right now gaining a little bit of dominance, 0.14%, sitting at 8.45% of market cap. Ethereum sitting at $152.26. What is happening with Ethereum? We'll try to break back into this channel, right? This parallel channel that we're running in. But unable, right? Rejected once, 2 times, 3 times still today. So again, we have not been able to get back up there. We'll see what's happening on the daily. Well, not much yet, right? Even on the RSI, we're not doing anything. Still sitting sold though at 37.46, and we're trying to see where the market's going to take us, right? We don't have anything lower, low again. We're just still making less negative momentum, so that's about it on the daily. Let's go into the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we had the divergence, moved this down again. For some reason, I have these lines probably from the 4 hour. I had something traced that it's showing here, but not in the 4 hours. Again, it's just weird how sometimes stuff shows up where it's not supposed to. It's where I'm on the 4 hours. Probably from the 1 hour then. I'll just send it there. Bye-bye. Awesome. So what's happening here, man? Opposite of Bitcoin, right? High, higher, high. Okay, so now you're making a higher high than your previous high. Sorry, are you? Let's see. The closing would be 154.26. Here, the closing is 154.21. All right, dude, it's just cents. So you could call this a straight line, right? Then you can say the price going down, and you would be making divergence. It would just be a different kind of divergence. And if you guys remember when we did that divergence stream, we would be creating medium class B type 2 divergence. So again, potential price action to the downside. Sorry, that'll be to here. And I'll leave it to here as well. Again, there's a potential that you might move down. So again, just be careful, guys, as you set up your trades. Not 100% confident on the market still, right? Yep. So, all right, cool. We talked about this. So let's go into the 1 hour because there's nothing else going on here. We're sitting above that 20 MA. Positive momentum dying out. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 53.30. That's it for Ethereum. So let's go into the 1 hour. So, this came back from the 4 hour again. It's not wrong. Almost send it there quickly. Go back to the 4 hour, you line. Awesome, cool, man. Yeah. All right. So same thing that's happening with Bitcoin, right? But here you have your island, and it's a little bit more pronounced than with Bitcoin. But again, I'm choosing to ignore it. That's my choice, right? Because I do believe the market is bearish right now. So I'm not going to consider this as a valid island right now. It's very small, and I do believe this is a much stronger move, more significant to short than to this one, right? That's just my way of seeing it. Anyways, from here, let's see, where would this be at? Opening 154.45, 154.19, so slightly lower, right? But again, it's just so minuscule that you can still trace that straight line. You can still go from here to that small positive, right? And still go from here to here, and your lines would still be diverging. Again, you will be creating a medium class B type 2 bearish divergence. That would be it for this, right? So let's go and move on to XRP, because XRP is not doing very well, man. XRP is actually sitting below that 5%, which we don't want to see it there. Okay, so dominance yesterday plus 0.60 right now, plus 0.14, sitting at 4.97% of market cap. Again, very close to that 5, so I do hope we get above it again. It's good for Ripple overall to be above that. Anyways, with Ripple, we didn't have anything going on here. We don't have anything going on here. We're just creating less negative momentum. Also going a little bit higher on our RSI. Sitting sold right now at 31.83. Nothing else going on for reals. That's it. So let's go into the 4 hour and see if we can see something here. On the 4 hours, sorry, that line, there we go. So on the 4 hours, we had divergence bearish, right? Hidden bearish. Price continuation, we did get a slight move to the downside, right? After an impulse up, we were trying to hit a measure move, but we failed to. All right, I'll take it from that low to the high at the point of breakout, and we were really far off. Anyways, that will be it for this. So again, what is happening here on the 4 hours, right? Are we going higher? Yes. Are we making a higher high? No, we're going slightly lower. So again, from here to here, you will be going slightly higher. From here to here, you will be going slightly lower, creating slant divergence, bearish, strong. Potential price action to the downside, right? You don't have it on your RSI, right? On the RSI, you're sitting neutral at 51.02. Again, that positive momentum dying out, and this potentially still going down. I'll just make sure that before I move into the 1 hour that this will stay here by going to settings, and yeah, it's in the 4 hours, so it won't move. There we go. So let's go into the 1 hour, man. Let's look at Ripple here, because Ripple, unlike the other ones, it's a little bit different on the chart, right? Look, this price, and you can see, right? You can follow the dotted line and see here you're slightly higher, right? And again, from here to here, we're creating divergence, right? Bearish, potential price action to the downside. So there you go, right? You wouldn't have it on your RSI now. Even if you went from here to here, right? You wouldn't have it on your RSI. You're still going from a low to a high. However, if you wanted to ignore this island for some reason, which on Ripple I wouldn't suggest it because it's a very, very valid island with a nice peak creating divergence, and we did see this breakdown, you could go from here to here and from here to here, and you would still have bearish divergence, strong, potential price action to the downside, right? However, this divergence already played out, so I'm not going to consider that other one that I talked to you about a second ago, but I will consider this one as a valid divergence, right? So from here to here and from here to here. And here we would also have it on the RSI, just going slightly lower again. So in here you would have bearish divergence, strong, against the price, against the MACD and the RSI. Price going up, MACD and RSI going lower. So again, potential price action to the downside. You're seeing this small drop. Now it's this drop more than this drop. Yes, for sure, man. So again, creating against this island, you'll be creating nothing, right? You're just going lower. But against this island, for some reason, if you wanted to ignore this, again, I wouldn't suggest ignoring this one. This one wasn't a very strong move to the downside. This is just 58, right? Negative 0.0058. This will be negative 0.0058. Again, this will just be a straight line on your MACD, right? You'll be going straight here, and here you'll be going higher. And yeah, it wouldn't play out for hidden bearish because then you would need to have this a little bit open. So again, nothing there, man. Nothing really going on with Ripple except for divergence, bearish, potential price action to the downside. Again, Ripple not sitting at the best point on the chart, has not recovered the best either from all the other coins. So let's wait and see how Ripple keeps on playing out throughout tomorrow. Let's hope there's not a Black Friday dump on the market. And this all just goes down, right? So let's go into Litecoin, man. Litecoin dominance on the daily. Benny, what's up, man? Ethereum to 350, maybe 500. And Bitcoin making a move now. All right, cool. We'll go look at Bitcoin, man. So Sorry about that, brother. It's like I said, it's not showing up on my screen. It's a bit hard to keep up with the chat, but I am here and I'm looking at what you are saying. So yeah, let's see. Yes, you're making a small pump to the upside. A 0.43% move right now. Hitting that 20 MA, rejecting it. You might try to hit this again and try to break up above it, but I'm not sure if you're gonna do it or not right now. Again, you do have these bearish divergence that you're playing from still. So. From the 4 hours. There we go. I probably have stuff from the 4 hours showing up. That's from the 4 hours as well, I guess. Yeah. Awesome. So, okay, cool. We do have this divergence going on, right? So, I'm not sure how strong this is going to be, man, to be honest. So, I'll move this one to here. That one there. We have that divergence. So, again, there's a potential that this does move to the downside, man, right? But we'll keep an eye out for that move. Still has 30 minutes to go, so we'll come back to it. Let's go into Litecoin. This is what Litecoin dominance is doing on the daily. Yesterday it lost dominance 0.87%. Right now gaining a little bit, 0.52. Litecoin sitting at $47.58. What is it doing? Well, not much, man. You try to get back above that 786. That would be at 49.07. And you kind of rejected it hardcore. So again, we're very, very close to hitting it, right? Again, anyways, price action to downside, making less positive momentum, negative momentum, sorry, going higher on your RSI, sitting sold at 36.82. So is it much? Yeah, you're sitting sold, but again, Litecoin has not been playing very strong lately. So let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Right, Litecoin hasn't recovered that much since that drop. Ripple hasn't recovered that much since that drop at all. Ethereum hasn't recovered that much since the drop. A little bit better than Litecoin, and then Bitcoin hasn't recovered that much. But again, also the drop didn't seem to be as sharp as with the other ones, right? So again, let's go into Litecoin and keep on looking at the market and see what's going on with this. So nothing to call here on the daily. Let's go into the 4 hours, and on that 4 hours we do have stuff going on. Just give me 1 second. I'll play. I'll put another playlist. Okay, cool. There we go. So on the 4 hours, man, do we have something? Let's see. 47, 47, 44, 44. Okay, cool. So this is slightly higher than this. You're slightly going in, right? And from here to here, sorry, yeah, you're going higher, right? So you're creating that bearish divergence. That would be strong because this is going in a little bit, right? And if you wouldn't want to call it strong and you just want to like call it a straight line, which it isn't, right? Because this is 47, this is 44, right? 0.44. So again, you're going slightly in. Strong bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. Again, you're moving down and then you're taking that small drop, but right now you seem to be bouncing off. Let's see how this plays out, right, off that 20 MA. So, positive momentum still decreasing, going a little bit higher on your RSI, but neutral still at 52.69. What else is happening with this, man? Not much. You just have that divergence on the 4 hours, nothing else. So let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. So I'll just take it from here to here, man. Right? I mean, you can take it to here. Right, from here to here. So you create a divergence, right? Bearish. You wouldn't have it on your RSI. You did get that move to the downside again, right? From here to here, you're going higher, so you'll just be going with the market. And then in the more micro scale, you really don't have any positive island here. So again, the only thing that you would have is that you're going lower on your price to here, and from here to here, you're going slightly higher on your price, right? Creating bullish divergence, strong bullish divergence, potential price action to the upside. It is playing out. Not sure how high this is going to go. Again, if it goes higher than this and you don't create that much positive momentum, you're going to create bearish divergence again. You might even develop it on your RSI and you might break down still even a little bit more than you have broken down. So again, that's just a potential. Let's see if Bitcoin had that bullish. I can't remember if we called anything bullish on Bitcoin. No, because this was 20.92 and this was 22.35. So you're still going a little bit lower. Again, you don't have that bullish divergence on Bitcoin, right? You just have it on Litecoin. But Litecoin being such a small part of the market is just gonna do whatever Bitcoin does. You don't have much going on since then. So let's go into Binance. Binance on the daily. What is going on? Well, yesterday it lost a little bit of market dominance, 2.38%. Right now, losing 0.05%. Sitting at 1.24% of market cap. What is happening with Binance? It's sitting at $15.70. Now let's go and look here closer and see what's going on, right? So again, low, more negative momentum, lower on the RSI as well. Not much going on, just creating less negative momentum. That's it on the daily, nothing else developing. So let's go into the 4 hours. Right on. So on the 4 hours, we do have stuff from the 1 hour. I believe this is from the 1 hour. It shouldn't be showing up here, and it also shouldn't be showing up on the daily. We'll just remove that, and this should be the one from the 1 hour, I guess. So I'll just send it back to the 1 hour and remove it from the daily. There we go. So we created bullish divergence, price action to the upside. We got that move. Again, what is this at? 1453, 16. So again, higher high, right? More positive momentum, higher on the RSI. No bearish divergence, unlike the other coins. That's it for this, man. Just tightening of the Bollinger Bands, sitting above that 20 MA, neutral on the RSI at 49.00. So let's go into Binance, man. Binance sitting below the 20 MA on the 1 hour. Now you're creating that bullish divergence, right? So from here to here, going slightly in. From here to here, you're obviously going down, right? So again, that bullish divergence, price action to the upside, you're rejecting that 20 MA. Let's see if it runs again. You don't have it on the RSI. That's it for this short term. Now, I do want to look back here because we did create divergence, right, from here to here, right? Just on your MACD, not on the RSI. And you have made a higher high than your previous. You're making a higher high than your previous high, which would be this one. And you are actually going higher still. So again, from here to here, you don't have it unless you wanted to ignore this data. Right now, I wouldn't suggest. I just want to go from here all the way up to here, then go from here all the way down to here. I wouldn't do it, but again, that would be a bearish divergence still. Price action to the downside, and you would see this drop. Now, you're sitting neutral right now at 46.56 on the RSI. That negative momentum is going down. So, do you guys want to look at something else? So, we just run through what we usually go, the 5 coins that we do on the market. There's no news today. It is Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to be here tonight. But if I got to say something that I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys that shows up to the stream. Again, yeah, I thank you guys. I thank you like almost every day that you guys are here. So, you guys know that I'm grateful for you and the support that you give this channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a blast tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family, with your friends, or however you chose to spend it. I hope you're having the best time tonight. I hope you enjoy tomorrow. If you're going to go out for sales, that's awesome. And if you're just going to rest, that's amazing. I do have to work tomorrow, so for me, it'd just be a regular day, right? Mexico doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, so, just regular stuff happening. But we'll be here tomorrow night for the news, and I hope you enjoyed the long weekend. So if there's... does someone want to toss any coin requests before the stream is done? I'm here again, trying to see. We're trying to run up again. Probably going to try to touch that 20 MA, and we're probably going to reject it again. Right on. So awesome. We have 4 people watching. Sorry, 4. Hope you have a blast. Let me know if you guys want to look at something else. So I'm here, and whatever you guys want to do, we'll do. We just finished running through the market. So unless you want me to repeat any of the coins, I will. Or if you want me to look at a new coin, I will definitely also look at a new coin. So yeah, let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to check something here on the stream controls and see what is happening here. Awesome. Huh. Nice. Alright, this is cool. How's my Thanksgiving, man? Yeah, they don't celebrate it here in Mexico, so we didn't do anything. For me, it was a regular work day. We didn't get to do anything at home. Kids had school. My wife had her regular routine, and I had work. And I just basically got home from work before I started the stream. I didn't get time to actually sit down and look for the news. Even though I was trying to get out a little bit earlier, I ended up getting out of this a little bit later than usual. So I just run in and basically sat down, set up whatever I needed to, and just did this. But again, it's a great day, man. It's great because I'm finally back after a 2-day absence, and I really don't like missing the appointment of being here with you guys at 9 p.m. and talk about the market. For me, it was a little bit weird, you know. I do like at some point in time I do want for something like this to become my full-time job. But right now, my day job is what pays the bills. So my boss came into town, and I had to go see clients with him. You know, it's pre-end of the year. A lot of companies are coming out with their budgets for next year, their tenders for who they're going to work with. So again, for me, it is a busy time right now from here until the end of the year. So I'll manage to that the streams can keep on going and not be affected by the time. On the 12th and the 13th of December, I won't be here. One of them is my wife's birthday, and then the other one is my company's Christmas dinner. So those 2 days, I know for sure I'm not going to be here. We'll see how I manage to do that. Maybe on my wife's birthday, late out, I might just do a TA stream. But again, I know for sure that the 12th and 13th are going to be a little bit hectic for me. And those would be Thursday and Friday in about 2 weeks or so. But then after that, it'll just be streams as usual. I'll stream on Christmas Day, and I'll stream also on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Although those streams might be earlier than usual, because I do have those days off, and it's going to be Christmas dinner at the house. But again, yeah, it's going to be a nice day. How's your Thanksgiving, Benny? Let me know in the chat. Meanwhile, Bitcoin not doing much yet. So not really running strong, dude. It was just like a small burst that it had. So, yeah. It's at 7,500 and the one. Not very much. So you got 7,500 in another exchange. So again, 7,500 is a round number. It's a psychological resistance of sort. Not as strong as 8,000 or 7,000, but again, it's a round number nonetheless. So, yeah. Awesome. Awesome possum. What else we have going on here? Let's see. Ooh, we have 5 people here. Stayed at home just another day. He slept all day. Hey, Loggy Keen, been active on Twitter. Sean Dusk, having fun. Yeah, man, that's what life is about, right? Having fun and enjoying the little moments, man. It's the sum of all the little moments in life that really make life worthwhile, man. So again, be grateful for everything like that, right? All the small moments that you guys have. Really, it's just what makes life beautiful, man. So again, yeah. I'm glad that you spent it the way you wanted to. I hope that's the way you wanted to. That you were able to sleep in like a king and then be active. So yeah, I hope that's what you wanted to do. So we have 5 people tuned in. I'm not sure who the third and fifth person are. But again, guys, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know if you want us to do anything special right now. We'd look at another coin, do anything else, right? Right now we just finished running through the market, so we're just sitting and chilling. And if you guys want to do something in particular or look at a particular asset, don't have to be a coin, can be anything, stock, commodity, whatever. We'll look for it and we'll look at it and we'll analyze it. But again, you guys let me know what you guys want to do, right? We're just having fun. It's post Thanksgiving dinner for a lot of you. We're just chilling. again, I appreciate that you guys are here, man, on Thanksgiving night and watching this show and chilling with me and having fun and looking at the market again. Like I said, dude, we rejected that 20 MA. I think when we looked at it a couple minutes ago, we're actually a little bit lower. We actually this time have hit it and bounced down, right? So again, Bitcoin not looking strong here. We do have that divergence, right, that we were talking about on the other charts, right? So again, bearish once, twice, right? I'm gonna get rid of the measure moves. Just clean it up a little bit. So again, trying to bounce again, but we do have these bearish divergence, right, on the RSI and the MACD histogram that might try to break us down on Bitcoin, and we do have it with Ethereum as well, right? And I think Ripple. I think everyone had that divergence, right? Even Ripple has it. So again, price action to the downside, right? No good news for the market tonight, I'm afraid. So we are trying to get higher. Now let's see how this plays out. I mean, this is small enough that you could ignore it if you wanted to. I wouldn't. Again, it's entirely up to you guys whether or not you want to ignore this small island. I do believe it played to the downside. But again, if you try to run up and make a higher high than this high, you might even make either less positive momentum or you might make a little bit more, and then you can anchor from here to here if you wanted to. Again, market is bearish, so just be bearish with your thoughts, and you won't get screwed, and wait for a good in before you actually buy back in, right? So again, that's usually how you play this stuff in the market. Like I said, I haven't found a good entry point. For me, this wasn't good. There was no divergence there. Even on Bitcoin, there was no divergence back here, man. We talked about it, right? You were going lower, and from here to here, you're going slightly lower here than here, so you didn't have the divergence. Kind of killed it out. And you didn't have it on the RSI either. So again, it was just not very good, right? On the RSI, you were here, and you're going to this low, so you'd be going lower on your RSI. You were also going slightly lower on the MACD. It just happened to be a reaction rally, right? A bounce off that drop. So again, almost an equal bounce, then you drop again, and then you bounce higher, but again, making almost a measure move. That's what we just deleted. Right now, you're kind of chilling here and moving to the downside. That's it for this, man. Not really much going on. I'm just trying to kill time so we can close this candle in 15 minutes, and I'm not even sure if we're going to do that. There's not a lot of activity going on, so I might have just, probably just gonna end the stream early today, man. I do want to get some rest. Last 2 days I have been out really late, and I do also want to eat dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. So, guys, this is gonna be it for today. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Again, thank you for being here. I'm happy and I'm grateful for each and every one of you, like I told you, and I'm grateful that we have 150 subscribers now. Growing slightly slowly, but I don't mind it, right? I do like the fact that we're growing. We've picked up, I think 30 subscribers in the last 2 weeks. And that is fine for me right now, actually. I'm happy with the way this is going. It's nice. It's easy. We're taking it step by step. So I hope you guys are liking the content that we're producing. If you like what we do, you know what to do, right? So that's going to be all. I hope you have a great day tonight. You have a great night, and you have a great day tomorrow and the weekend, right? And we'll be here tomorrow again. So if you want to catch up with us, you can do that as well. And yeah, keep enjoying your Thanksgiving day, guys, and enjoy tomorrow your Black Friday. Go out, shop, buy, whatever you guys need to do, and I'll catch you tomorrow night. So yeah, thanks for being here.